Hello, this is Brian Kurth. I'm the founder of Revere Skills-Based Volunteering Software. And with me today, I'm thrilled to have my friend and colleague, Jess Welser, the new director of Civic here in Colorado. Jess, welcome on board.
Thanks for having me, Brian. I'm so excited to have this conversation today.
Well, I am too. And out of disclosure for everyone watching and listening, Revere Software is an investor in Civic. With that said, just got to throw that out there. Jess, explain to the folks who may be listening and watching what Civic is. A lot of folks may not know what the organization is about.
Yeah. So Civic, we empower organizations like Revere Software and their people to build stronger communities. We do that by creating connections, sharing expertise, and inspiring action around corporate social responsibility. To help any business, no matter the industry, size, or budget, create or grow a successful social responsibility program. And we've been doing this since 2014, here specifically in the Denver metro area within Colorado. But we've been growing an ecosystem where companies are better equipped to address both community and social issues that are critical to our area.
Well, I know firsthand that you're growing with membership, investors membership across not only Colorado, but there's growing interest because of Civic Summit the last few years has really put you guys on the radar screen of a lot of CSR leaders, social impact leaders across not only the nation, but even the world. And so, and partially probably thanks to COVID, if there is any thanks to COVID, but having to go virtual the last couple of years. So let's talk about Civic Summit. It is the annual conference, but share more about what Summit is historically, what it includes, et cetera, for this year, which is on November 2nd, 2022 in Denver. Share more.
Yeah. So this will be our 7th annual summit. We started this 7 years ago before my time with Civic, and we had an audience of about 150 that came together here in Denver. Talk all things CSR for a day. I'm proud to say that we're now growing to over 400 people, professionals in this space, people that are interested in it, community leaders, marketing, HR professionals, anybody that has a toe or interest in this space. This is the place to be, especially on November 2nd this year. The conference theme this year is Turning Point, CSR at a Crossroads, because we know this space is truly at a crossroads. It's so many topics, so many new responsibilities and roles are coming to our professionals. And we're here to share best practices, provide you with those critical connections so you can do your job more successfully. This year, it will be hybrid, so you can choose virtually from wherever you are in the comfort of your home, or you could join us in person in downtown Denver, and we'll help prepare you and your team to align your current CSR strategy with core business functions, including employee engagement, diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI, environmental, social governance, ESG, HR, human resources. So we got the alphabet soup going. And we're really going to help you understand how to make it integral and connected to your CSR strategy.
So where's it being held this year?
Embassy Suites in downtown Denver.
Awesome. And I'm excited about it being hybrid this year, that we can now go in person as well, blend the two. There is another in-person event related to it. So it is all day on November 2nd, but on November 1st, there's something else going on, correct?
Yes, you got it, Brian. We'll be excited to have your face. I know we've only been in person a few times, and every time you're there, it's a great time. So we are doing a welcome kickoff in downtown Denver, close to the Embassy Suites as well, at a surprise location. And that will be for everybody that is attending in person the next day to come together, to network, and to just have some great times together.
Have some fun and get to know one another. It's awesome. And here's one thing. I'm biased. Yes, Revere is an investor in Civic, but I have to share the price for this, if you're a non-investor, non-member of Civic, is super affordable. Can you share a little bit about the pricing? I think people are going to be surprised.
Yeah. So, and I'll just mention too, I forgot to say that this is a conference that is created by CSR practitioners
Yes.
That represent a range of businesses, industries, and approaches. So it is truly the best of the best. I know I'm biased myself, but if you want to join us virtually for the day, it'll be $200. So I know it's probably one of the best prices I've seen out there. And if you're coming in person, it'll be $300. And that does include the optional welcome happy hour to meet all of the most amazing people. And I will add too that whichever option you opt into, you do get full access to all of the recordings and resources shared, which includes 2 keynotes that are both national, amazing, inspirational leaders, and then 12 deep dive workshops that are packed full of content and covering so many great topics.
So let's go back a little bit before we wrap up. Share a little bit more about how CSR is indeed at a crossroads right now, and why that is the theme this year. It resonated with a lot of folks when we were talking about it as investors, but share a little bit more as to why you feel and B Civic feels we really are at a crossroads.
Yeah. So part of this topic is because we've seen such significant changes and pressures on the CSR field over the last 2 years, last 10 years. Everything has been ever changing in this space. And today we know that 7 in 10 employees expect an opportunity for social impact inside their company.
Yeah.
So the demand for employee engagement, effective disaster response, being an authentic company that lives its values is critical. But our professionals have been operating in this space where they've been doing fabulous jobs and now have new elements thrown at them. And they have to make decisions. Which way to go? Which path do we take? And what is the right direction for our company? So
and it's getting compliance as well. I mean, in terms of now, 10 years ago, there weren't, this was kind of a softer area. Now, there are compliance related areas. And so it's critical for especially a public company. Look, private too, but public companies, they have to be on top of this now. It's no longer a plus, a bonus. It's, to your point earlier, it's a critical component of the business.
Yeah, these new mandates that are coming in for some companies to report and respond effectively in topics like an ESG. I know it's been required for banks for a significant amount of time with their CRAs requirements, but even now suppliers and small businesses are being asked what they're doing to make sure that they are supporting who they supply and the bigger company and all of their stakeholders. Not to mention how many employees are truly asking for it in this great reshuffle.
Well, and I'm thrilled to say that I'm seeing firsthand with our clients that these teams, I say teams, because sometimes even major companies, maybe not Fortune 500s, but Fortune 1000s, their CSR department is one person. That's changing, I'm thrilled to say. So if you're young and just coming out and you're excited about this, there's a great opportunity in this space. So I would highly recommend for those of us who are like me, a little bit longer in the tooth and have been in the space for a while, but especially for the young folks to come to this summit in person, if you can make it to Colorado, or virtual if you're not able to make it here. But I will tell you, last fall was gorgeous here. So it's a fantastic time of the year to come to Colorado. You can still be hiking. Jess is a fellow big time hiker, even more of a hiker than I am. And early November can be fantastic here. So combine the trip out with hiking in the mountains. And Jess, where can someone register for B Civic Summit?
If you go to bcivic.org, you can find the link to register. I also believe it'll be in right above this video on the blog post.
It will. It will. That's right. Good deal. All right. Well, I am so excited about November 2nd. And Jess, thank you for sharing the details about B Civic Summit, November 2nd, 2022 in Denver. And as always, thank you for all the hard work and amazing work you're doing at B Civic.
Well, thank you, Brian. We couldn't do it without partners like you.
Oh, thank you.